Hello, everybody. It's me. Welcome back to a brand new video. And today, we're gonna be doing another one of your guys' requests. This time, we're gonna be talking about KPop Demon Hunters. So if you don't know what KPop Demon Hunters is, let me catch you up. So basically, it's an original Korean webtoon by the author Yoon Won, and it has been published since July 2019. The story follows a demon hunter named Mali who attends an academy to hone his skills and eradicate demons that are disguised as humans and living among us. He gets partnered with the transfer student in Rang, and together they work to defeat demons, while also having to deal with the usual high school problems. This webtoon has been gaining quite a bit of popularity recently, and it's amazing art and storyline caught my attention, so I decided to look into it. The manhwa has been ongoing for 2 years now and currently has 233 episodes out, with a new episode coming out every Monday. Each episode is approximately 18 pages long and it's still ongoing. The story in this manhwa is absolutely fantastic. It's got some pretty interesting plot twists. The art is really good too, and the characters have cool designs. In this video, I'm going to talk about why you should give KPop Demon Hunters a try. There will be spoilers up ahead, so if you plan on reading the series, make sure to watch this video after you finish the series. If you do decide to read it, I would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments down below. Anyways, let's get started. First off, let's talk about the amazing storyline. One of my favorite things about this comic is definitely its plot. It does a great job at keeping you interested throughout the whole story. I personally love stories like this where the main character attends a special academy to learn how to fight against evil creatures. Another thing that I really like about the plot is that there is a good balance between action and comedy. I found myself laughing out loud at some of the jokes and then gasping in shock at some of the plot twists. Also, I've been seeing a lot of people complain that the manhwa is too op, but personally, I don't think it's too overpowered because remember, the protagonist attends an academy that is specifically made for training demon hunters. It's only natural that he'd become strong. And even though he does become stronger than most demons, he still faces many obstacles and challenges along the way. Another thing I want to talk about is the uniqueness of the storyline. What I mean by this is that the author came up with a very interesting and creative world. For example, did you know that in Korean mythology, there is actually a race of evil creatures known as the Kim? They're said to be able to disguise themselves as humans and cause trouble. And in the manhwa, the author takes this myth and adds their own unique twist to it. Another example is the fact that there's different classes of demons. My favorite class of demons has to be the ones that can possess humans. It's very interesting to see how the author executes these types of demons, because sometimes it is hard to tell whether or not the person is possessed, because they just seem like a normal human being. I also like the idea of having different grades of demons, because it gives the story a sort of hierarchy system, which makes sense because in real life, there is a hierarchy in the world of evil. There are low-level criminals and then there's high-level criminals. It's nice to see that the author took that into consideration when creating this world. Now, let's talk about the characters. I really like the protagonist of this story, Mali. He's very determined and hardworking and always strives to become stronger. At first glance, he may seem like your typical protagonist, but trust me, he has a few tricks up his sleeve. I won't spoil anything, but there is a big secret about him that you find out later on in the story, and it completely changes your perspective on him. As for the deuteragonist, I like in Rang as well. She's a very caring person and always looks out for others. She's also very intelligent and is able to come up with a strategy quickly when needed. However, I'm not really a fan of her childhood friend, Jihu. He seems like he's just there to cause trouble and doesn't really contribute much to the plot. And Rang deserves someone better. Next up, I want to talk about the supporting characters. There are a ton of memorable supporting characters in this series. For example, there's the eccentric old man who owns a store that sells demon hunting supplies. He's always smiling and seems to know a lot more than he lets on. Then there's the kin-hearted cafeteria lady who always treats the demon hunters like her own children. And of course, there's also the sadistic gym teacher who seems to enjoy inflicting pain on others. I like how each supporting character has their own unique quirk and how they all contribute to the overall plot in one way or another. The author did a great job developing each supporting character, and I feel like they are just as important as the main characters. Moving on, I want to talk about the art. The art in this manhwa is absolutely amazing. The characters are well designed, and the action scenes are well executed. The artist knows how to build suspense through their art, and they use it to its full advantage. When there's a fight scene, you can really feel the tension and excitement building up through the panels. Also, the facial expressions in this manhwa are on point. You can really see the emotions the characters are feeling through the expressions on their faces. Another thing I want to mention is the creativity of the artwork. The author came up with a very unique style that sets it apart from other manhwas. For example, when a demon possesses a human, the author will add red veins to their body to show that they are being controlled by a demon. It's a small detail like that really makes the artwork stand out. Overall, I would rate KPop Demon Hunters a 9.5 out of 10. It is definitely worth giving a try if you're looking for a manhwa with a great plot and characters. Now, let's move on to the next segment. In this segment, I'll be sharing some interesting facts about KPop Demon Hunters. So let's get started. Number 1, the author of KPop Demon Hunters is also the author of another popular webtoon called Noblesse. Noblesse is about a powerful vampire who awakens from a 100-year slumber and enrolls in a high school. Fun fact, Noblesse was actually animated into a popular anime. The anime was released in October 2020 and had 13 episodes. Number 2, the art style of KPop Demon Hunters is very similar to the art style of Noblesse. If you look closely, you can see the similarities between the two art styles. Both webtoons have thin lines, and the characters have sharp features. No. 3, KPop Demon Hunters has been adapted into a popular mobile game. The game is called KPop Demon Hunters M, and it's available for both Android and iOS devices. In the game, the player takes on the role of a demon hunter and fights against evil demons. The game features stunning graphics and an immersive storyline. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. Also, if you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.